In 2013, the combat exclusion policy, officially keeping women out of combat, was repealed. As of 2016, the first groups of women in the history of the nation were allowed to assume official combat roles.
But women, contrary to the impression given by this policy, have been serving in combat for decades.
Then I hear, boom! Dust is flying everywhere. Top! Where is he? I start to run for cover and then boom! I wasn't fast enough.
She Went to War will be presented at the Guthrie Theater, a Telling Project production. It will be in March of 2017, and it will consist of 4 women, all of whom served in combat, all of whom we have worked with in the past.
So I came into work one day and found out that in 2 weeks I was going to war.
The stories of these individuals complicate that official notion of women's roles in uniform. And this in turn complicates commonly held notions of women on a societal level in many ways.
I feel like I pretty much turned into a dude on my tour in Afghanistan. Because when we would go on patrol, I had to pull my hair up super tight and really embody the characteristics of a man. Because if the Afghan community leaders saw that there was a woman with the American military, then they would be discredited entirely.
At the same time, the stories these women tell are entirely individual, personal, and deeply moving. Beyond the societal conceptions of gender, the official and unofficial policies, these women carry stories of immense triumph, loss, love, tenderness, violence, and death, the human experience of war.
So what we did was we started leapfrogging. 4 or 5 of us would sit down and do suppressive fire, while the other ones went up and found cover. And then they would fire the suppressive fire, and then we would go to where they were. And this is the way we were working ourselves up this mountain. I was the senior person of this 15-person unit, if you will. And I realized really quickly I had some problems. 1, we were low on ammo. 2, I was running out of real estate. I could see the peak of the mountain. So we decided right then and there, we band of brothers and sisters, if you will, and we said, we're going to go to the top of that mountain, and we're going to make a last stand, and we're going to fire every bullet we have. And if this is where it ends, this is where it ends. So we continue to go up the mountain, the enemy right behind us, pursuing us heavily. We get to the peak, and we're about to make that last stand. We're ready for it. We've decided it. We're gonna, cowboy up. This is what we're going to do. And I heard it before I saw it.
The fact that they will be women telling these stories is virtually unprecedented. Their stories, their thoughts and reflections, these are universal and of the greatest importance to us all. Homer, Virgil, Shakespeare, Tolstoy, Hemingway, O'Brien. These women are a part of this tradition. They are the evolution of this tradition.